Human thought is inherently messy. It relies on context, implied meaning, and unstructured intuition. But when that chaotic human intent collides with the rigid mathematics of a neural network, the system often breaks down. We now possess incredibly powerful language models like ChatGPT and Claude. Yet these tools operate as blank slates. They require highly precise linguistic programming to execute specific tasks reliably. Professional prompt engineering requires the rigorous discipline of instructing, formatting, constraining, and evaluating AI outputs to solve complex problems. Large language models are non-deterministic. If you give them the same prompt twice, they might generate two completely different answers. For enterprise applications, where accuracy is non-negotiable, controlling that variance is the core objective. This diagram shows exactly what happens when variance goes unchecked. At the top, a vague instruction yields messy, unusable text. On the bottom, a highly constrained system prompt forces the AI to output perfectly formatted data blocks that a business can actually use. This discipline operates on logic and linguistic precision, rather than traditional coding syntax like Python or C++. A historian or a linguist with sharp deductive reasoning can often outperform a traditional software developer in this specific arena. Learning to engineer these prompts is an essential baseline for the modern economy. We will deconstruct the exact market demand for these skills, map the freelance opportunities, and outline the exact 5-month pipeline you need to build a career in this space. Prompt engineering is the critical translation layer. It is the exact mechanism that turns raw computational power into actual economic value. The enterprise AI rollout in 2023 exposed a global skills gap, leaving companies with technology they were unprepared to deploy effectively. This talent deficit is actively tracked at the highest levels of global commerce. Institutions like the World Economic Forum have mapped this shift, marking prompt engineering as a critical workforce requirement for the next decade. The initial demand spike occurred in the United States. Anthropic made headlines offering $300,000 starting salaries, which rapidly established a standard American baseline, ranging between $80,000 and $150,000 a year for capable engineers. That demand immediately scaled across Europe. UK-based enterprises are currently sourcing prompt engineers to integrate AI into their operational workflows, offering salaries between £50,000 and £90,000. The most rapid expansion is currently happening in India. Major IT integrators like TCS and Infosys, alongside domestic AI startups like Crewtrim and Sarvam, are aggressively recruiting talent to build out their AI practices. This domestic hiring surge is heavily concentrated in established tech corridors, particularly Bangalore, Pune, and Hyderabad. This chart outlines the current Indian salary brackets. Entry-level roles sit between 4 and 8 lakhs. Mid-level engineers command 8 to 20 lakhs. Senior specialists and AI product managers scale well past 20 lakhs. A highly lucrative subsector has emerged within this market: regional language models. There is a severe shortage of bilingual engineers capable of building AI systems specifically in Tamil. Because of this linguistic bottleneck, tech hubs across Tamil Nadu, including Chennai, Coimbatore, and Madurai, have become critical staging grounds for localized AI development. And the hiring isn't restricted to tech companies. Legacy sectors like high finance, algorithmic trading, and healthcare are desperately sourcing prompters to build proprietary tools over their internal data. Economic outcomes in this field scale significantly for those who can navigate international salary gaps or master regional language models. Enterprise employment is only half the market. Freelancing provides a parallel and frequently more profitable vector. Because the work is entirely digital, highly skilled independent engineers can stack multiple international contracts remotely, systematically out-earning traditional full-time employees. This global marketplace operates on platforms like Upwork and Fiverr, as well as special elements are highly specific. Clients need automated product description pipelines for e-commerce, custom AI customer service chatbots, and bulk script generation for YouTube channels. This graph maps the freelance earning trajectory. Beginners typically start billing between $15 and $25 an hour. As capability expands, the rate climbs. Mid-tier engineers command $50 to $100, while experts routinely bill over $150 an hour. Flat-rate project pricing scales similarly. A basic prompt configuration for a simple chatbot might yield $200, while designing a complex, multi-step enterprise workflow can command upwards of $5,000 per contract. Generalists compete on price. Specialists compete on value. A healthcare AI specialist, or a Tamil chatbot architect, solves a specific, expensive problem, allowing them to dictate premium rates. This freelancing model transforms specialized domain expertise into a high-value system of international arbitrage, operating far above the baseline of generalist task work. Traditional degrees carry very little weight in this specific field. Clients and hiring managers do not care what you studied. They only care about verifiable output. Your digital portfolio is your absolute professional identity. If you cannot demonstrate your engineering process, you effectively do not exist in the market. The core of that portfolio is the side-by-side iteration. You must show the weak initial prompt, the exact constraints you applied, and the superior output generated by your engineered variation. You package these iterations into case studies. A case study forces you to articulate the business problem you faced and document the exact logical steps you took to solve it. This flowchart illustrates the anatomy of a successful case study. You identify the specific problem, document your iterative testing process, and display the final deployed AI solution. If you lack formal enterprise experience, you build your own. Design an automated newsletter for a local NGO, or build an AI menu generator for a local restaurant. Use those real-world applications as your proof of work. Host your documentation on GitHub or a clean Notion site. Write technical breakdowns of your problem-solving process on Medium or Substack to establish public authority. A rigorous portfolio is the sole mechanism that bridges the gap between claiming you understand AI and proving you can actually engineer it. Acquiring these skills requires a highly structured approach. You must move past casual experimentation and adopt a strict, time-bound learning pipeline. Begin with developer-level frameworks. Curriculums designed by industry pioneers like Andrew Ng at deeplearning.ai provide the essential, rigorous foundation required for professional work. Treat the official model documentation from OpenAI and Anthropic as your absolute source of truth. They contain the precise technical constraints for each specific language model. You will need to master advanced conceptual techniques. Strategies like chain of thought and few-shot prompting dictate how you force the AI to break down complex reasoning steps before it generates an answer. Here is your 5-month timeline. Month 1, fundamentals. Month 2, practical testing. Month 3, niche specialization. Month 4, constructing case studies. Month 5, market entry, pursuing freelance contracts or enterprise roles. Official cloud certifications from Google or AWS will add weight to your resume, but they are secondary. Theoretical knowledge cannot survive contact with a real business problem. Mastering prompt engineering is not achieved through passive video consumption. It requires a relentless daily routine of writing, testing, and breaking prompts. A common skepticism surrounds this field. If AI models are getting smarter, won't auto-prompting systems eventually make the human engineer obsolete? Look at historical precedent. The invention of spreadsheet software radically altered the accounting profession, but it did not eliminate accountants. AI advancements will elevate the engineer, offloading simple tasks so humans can tackle highly complex architecture. The immediate future lies in Agentic AI. These are systems designed to move beyond simply answering questions. They act autonomously, executing multi-step tasks across completely different software platforms. As this animation demonstrates, the prompt engineer's role shifts. You stop writing isolated text instructions and start designing the workflows that govern how these autonomous agents interact with each other. Simultaneously, models are becoming multimodal. They now ingest text, images, audio, and video simultaneously. Engineering a prompt that perfectly calibrates all 4 data types at once requires an incredibly high level of technical precision. This complexity demands strict oversight. A highly paid hybrid role is emerging, focused exclusively on AI ethics and safety, building rigid guardrails directly into system prompts to prevent bias, secure private data, and eliminate hallucinations. We've mapped the translation bridge. We've identified the geographic salary arbitrage, the independent freelance metrics, and the strict portfolio mechanics required to secure your position. Prompt engineering has transitioned from an experimental skill to a core requirement for navigating the AI economy. The infrastructure exists, the market is paying, and the transition path is clearly defined. The execution is up to you.